Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm finally doing a comparison video for you guys, and it will be between the Peripera Ink Airy Velvet versus the Colourpop Lux Velvet Liquid Lipstick. A lot of you guys have actually requested me to do this when I released the Colourpop Lux lipstick review probably maybe a month or 2 months ago. So with the Colourpop Lux Velvet, they have just recently released this, but again with Colourpop, they release so many products constantly, but so considering this would not be considered new anymore, but when they release this, they release about 14 colors in either like a collection, or you can buy individually or like a dual kit. So this is how it looks like, and it comes in 14 shades versus the Peripera Ink Airy Velvet. Now there is two different versions of this Ink Airy Velvet, but for this video I am just going to base it on the new packaging, the new formula compared to the old one, because the old one had like so many tone colors and they're trying to phase out the old one, so I just want to focus on the new one. So up to date now, currently with the new Ink Airy Velvet, they have 15 colors altogether. And again, if you guys don't know who Peripera is, it is a Korean beauty brand, and this is basically like a lip tint, not really a liquid lipstick. So the difference between these two is that the Peripera one is like a tint, and the liquid lipstick is obviously liquid lipstick, but like I said, this one is great for those who have really dry lips, and the texture wise really reminds me of the Peripera because it is so weightless, feels really lightweight, and it doesn't feel like anything on your lips. In regards of the smell, I know with the Peripera it does have a scent to it, and it definitely smells like something very floral, but when you do apply it on your lips, you don't really smell it anymore, but you do smell it in the packaging. With the Colourpop one, it smells more like, sorry, it makes me itchy. It's like vanilla, but a little hint of like caramel smell as well. But again, once you apply this on your lips, you can't smell it anymore. So if you guys are sensitive with smell, this too probably wouldn't bother you unless you like put it like really up close, then obviously it will. They both obviously look really different, but similarity wise, both of them show what the true color looks like on the inside from looking at the packaging, which is great because then you don't need to like shuffle around or open it up to figure out what the color is. Now in regards of the size, the Colourpop one is obviously a tad bigger than the Peripera. The Colourpop one is actually 4.5 gram versus the Peripera, which is 4 gram. So with the applicator, you can see that the Colourpop one looks much more slimmer and probably a little bit longer than the Peripera. The Peripera is long as well, but it's much more rounded, and the width wise is a little bit thicker than the Colourpop. But in regards of the similarity, they are both actually, they are a pointy applicator. And so when you actually apply on your lip, it meets really nicely on your lips, which is great. And when you apply this, both of them, they actually gives you like that blur effect as well, which is great. The texture for both of them is really hard to differentiate how them both feel on my lips. I actually feel like they're very similar, but if I really have to like really say something a little bit different, is that the Peripera, when you apply it, obviously it is weightless, but it feels a little bit oily when you apply it compared to the Colourpop one. The Colourpop one, when you apply it, it feels a little bit more moussey than the Peripera, but again, both consistency and the texture feels very lightweight on the lips and very soft. So that's all I can say about it. But if you don't think about it, if you just apply one, the first thing you think is like, wow, it just feels so light on my lips. That's it. And for the price, the Colourpop one is $8 versus the Peripera Ink Airy Velvet is about $9. So you can see that the Peripera one is actually slightly more expensive than the Colourpop, even though the Colourpop one actually contains more than the Peripera. Both of them actually last a pretty long time, but I would say the Colourpop Lux liquid lipstick actually lasts longer than the Peripera, just because maybe this Peripera has like that oil-based consistency, so the more stuff you eat, like depending what you eat, maybe if you eat more oily food, then this one will actually fade faster than the Colourpop one. The Colourpop one also lasts a decent amount of time. I would say the Peripera lasts about 4 to 5 hours and the Colourpop is about 6 to 7 hours, and both of them do transfer when you do eat or drink as well. The last thing, I'm sure you guys are all been waiting for this, is the color differences. So I've put my swatches here, but obviously I'll show you guys my swatches as well, so you guys don't need to like squint and figure out what I swatch on my thing. But I didn't really put the name there because I know what is what, because I've already laid them all on the table and have taken photos of them and stuff. But basically I'm gonna look down and talk about the colors more. Like I said, with the Peripera, it has 15 colors compared to the Colourpop, which have 14 colors, so the color differences is only like short by 1. With the Peripera one, it consists a lot of much more brighter colors and a lot of red and orange undertone base, as well as a little bit of pink undertone base as well. Compared to the Colourpop one, it leans more towards much more of the down-to-earth, warm tone colors like the brown, the mauve, a lot of brown, mauve, nude shades, which is amazing. And then you get a couple of like red and a couple of purple. I also noticed there's no pink colors in there. The closest pink you would have would be like the nudie pink or like the reddish pink. That's about it. Compared to the, you know, Peripera, you have a lot of that pink undertone based colors. So I would say with the Peripera, definitely leans much more towards brighter neon color, a little bit of cool. There are some warm tone shade as well, but again much more brighter, and Colourpop is much more darker, warmer shade and deep shades as well. So I can definitely see the difference. I managed to find possibly 3 similar shades. Like when you swatch them on the paper, on the arm, they look similar, but once you apply on the lips, they do look a little bit different. So this is just my take of what I think is similar, guys, but this may not be true to you guys if you actually do own both of this. I am currently wearing the Colourpop one on my right and the Peripera on the left, if you guys haven't noticed yet. And so on my right side, I do have Genie from Colourpop, and on my left side, I have the Peripera Genius Rosy Pink in number 5 on my left. So you can see that the colors are pretty similar. They are both mauve pink, but again, they are slightly a little bit different. The Peripera is much more like a warm pink, a little bit brighter pink compared to the Colourpop one. Colourpop is much more lighter and much more like a I don't know, like a rosy pink. So you can see it's slightly different. I think that sums up what I want to talk about in regards of the comparisons. I still do love both of them, and honestly, like there are some similarities and there are some differences, but definitely I wouldn't say that they are a dupe for each other, because they are completely not, other than just the way it feels on your lips and the application itself. But again, you know, I would definitely have this mixture of this two in your collection for, you know, brighter colors, warmer colors, and you know, price wise is actually not that much different. So I actually think that this both will be great if you guys are interested in getting one of it, or you have already owned one of it and you want to try the other one. I still recommend you to try both of this out, because definitely great to have them in your collection for those who have really dry lips but you want some colors on your lips. Definitely recommend this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this comparison and found them helpful, but if not, put it down in the comment below if you have any other questions, and I'll answer them as much as I can. So yeah, I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.